Okay, what we are looking at is an old RCA record player. It's got a small tube amp in the back. I got it for 50 bucks used, and it works. And so the idea is, I think I'm going to turn this into a guitar amp. You can maybe see in the cabinet, it's got two 8-inch speakers. You can't tell, but there's two tweeters in there too. It's a small 2 6B-Q5 EL84 amp. It's got a 5Y3 rectifier and a 6 EU7 preamp tube. And I'm pretty sure it's dating around 1961, just from looking at some stuff online. But what we're going to do is let's take a closer look. Let's fire it up and see what it does. Okay, so we've got the record player on right now. It's warming up. The way this unit works is for the amplifier to get turned on, you have to turn on the record player. And it's a tube amp, so we're just going to let it warm up for a second. Why don't we move in closer for a look at the controls? Let's see if I can adjust this here. So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. I had to go to the thrift store to get some records, and you can probably tell it's warped. But we had to test this thing. So here we've got the volume, bass, treble, balance. The treble is all the way up. The bass is all the way up. We've got the volume at half. Let's put on the record and see what we got for sound. We're going to skip the warp part carefully. So that's half volume. It sounds good. Here, I'll cut all the bass. So that's no bass. Full bass. Treble is on 10. Now treble is 0. So treble doesn't really do much. The volume, here, let's put it all the way up. It gets pretty loud. So that's full volume. That's back down to half. Here, we'll put it at like a quarter. So, here, let's, whoa. So I think this is going to be loud enough for a little tube amp. You can just turn on 10 and maybe get that Stairway to Heaven solo kind of thing going on with this. Why don't we take a look at the amp? Okay, we are back in the back of the amplifier. Let's take a close look here. So, I don't know if you can tell here. We've got 6BQ5, 6EU7, another 6BQ5, the 5Y3 there. And there's our speaker connections. It's one output transformer to each 6BQ5 that basically drives two speaker, or well, one speaker each. It's technically a tweeter and an 8. We got another tweeter up there, so that's our speaker setup. And this thing, I have a feeling this is going to be an amazing amp build. So I think what we have to do next is, here's our phono. We got a 2-prong plug there, but we got to wire up a guitar input and test this out. Okay, we are back. Let's take a look here at how to do this. So we have our phono input. So you turn on the record player and it turns the amp on. So that's the key player. Let's kind of look up here. Okay, we got a, whoops. We've got this. This is the, I don't know if you can see there. We got a ground and two hots. So what I did is I wired ground, red, white is our hots, and we now have that to a guitar jack. Here, let's look at what's going on with this. So I wired, I don't know if you can see, a 1 meg ohm across the two lugs of the jack. There's my brown, the ground wire. And covered in the electrical tape there is, what did I use? A 15K resistor on each side. So the red and white are the two hots, or two sides. So the red is left or right and white is the other. And that's how this thing is wired up. So it's kind of interesting. It seems like a really cool idea could be to make this into like a 210 combo and have it be stereo. So for each 10-inch speaker, it's going to be directly or one 6BQ5 and one output transformer per speaker. So I'm just thinking maybe wire up some kind of stereo outputs and maybe set it up for stereo guitar effects, something like that. Well, let's test this thing out. Okay, we are getting ready to test out a Stratocaster. Here we've got our guitar plugged in. The tubes are fired up. Actually, here, let's take a look at the model here. It's the model 1VE07. And I know that's a 1 and not an I because I've looked this up and I guess they had 3 VEs and 4s, but you can see the tube layout. And I'm not going to be able to show you right now, but the amp on it is stamped RS-193D. And when I did look that up, I did get a bit of info. People kind of rave about these being pretty quiet, pretty sweet toned. And apparently there's some kind of a circuitry in there that is kind of like acting like a throttle on the amp's ability to gain up. But let's test this out as is and see what we get. Okay, let's see what we get with this thing. Got a Stratocaster neck pickup. We got some power at half volume. There's full volume. Not bad. Well, it's clean. That's full. It's not going to drive. Let's hook up a couple of effects. Here, let me cut the camera. I think I'm going to I've got an LA2A pedal to act as a preamp on the front end, and we'll put a little reverb on. See what that's like. Okay, we're back. We've got our amp clean. We've got a Baby Boom tri-reverb pedal here. Pretty nice reverb for the price. I think they're around $50. And an LA2A foot pedal, which is kind of cool. So let's try a little reverb here. Kind of sweet. Little gain. Oh yeah, shit. Man. That. Let's see, we got some hum. Let's see. Full humbucker. Pretty. That's pretty nice. Right on the edge of feedback. Yeah, this is going to be a nice amp project. Well, I would say this test has been successful. I think the next move really is to order some parts to get a 3-prong plug on this, install output jacks. I think maybe putting a fuse in this would be a good idea, and a power switch, of course. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video.